In the frozen forests of Finland, during one of the coldest winters in history, a single man changed the course of war. Without saying a word, his name was Simo Häyhä. To his enemies, he was known only by a name whispered in fear: the White Death. In the winter of the Soviet Union invaded Finland. They expected an easy victory, a small country crushed beneath their massive army. But they hadn't met Simo yet. Standing just 5 feet 3 inches tall, he was an ordinary farmer who had spent his life hunting in the Finnish wilderness. But behind his calm blue eyes was focus, the kind that could steal a heartbeat. Armed only with his old bolt-action rifle and dressed completely in white camouflage, Simo took to the snow-covered woods. The temperature dropped below -40 degrees. Yet he waited motionless for hours, blending into the landscape until he was invisible. His first targets were Soviet scouts, men who never saw him, never heard him, never made it back. One shot, one kill, then another. Then another. Within days, Soviet troops began to whisper of a ghost in the snow. Simo never used a scope. He preferred iron sights to avoid the glint of light that could reveal his position. Every movement was calculated, every breath measured. The snow around him froze, his clothes stiff, but his aim never wavered. For more than 100 days, he hunted the enemy relentlessly. By the end of the Winter War, his confirmed kills reached over 500, the most by any sniper in history. Some say the real number was even higher. The Soviets tried everything to stop him. They sent snipers, artillery strikes, and even air raids, but Simo always disappeared back into the white silence. One day, a Soviet bullet finally found him, hitting him in the face, shattering his jaw, tearing through his cheek. His comrades found him barely alive, face disfigured, yet still breathing. He was in a coma for days. When he awoke, the war had ended. Finland had survived. Against impossible odds, the small nation held the line, and Simo Häyhä became a living legend. He never bragged about his kills. He never wrote books or gave speeches. He returned quietly to his farm, to his dogs, to the life he had left behind. When asked years later how he became such a great sniper, he simply replied, "Practice." Simo Häyhä lived to be 96 years old, the silent ghost who outlived the war, his enemies, and his own legend. The White Death remains a symbol of patience, precision, and the terrifying power of one man with a purpose. In the endless white of Finland's forests, his spirit still lingers waiting, unseen, in the snow.